podcast for Star Wars Rebels Season 3, Episode 18, Secret Cargo. I'm your host, Cleo, and with me I have John and Sam. Hello, everyone. This episode was really good.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Sweet, sweet wiring action.
Yeah, it was really cool watching them flown by actual Y-Wing pilots. And
well, more importantly, Dutch was there, man.
That is more important.
Dude.
You dude. But, and I mean, yeah, Ezra can fly. And even Dutch was impressed, but it was like, no, man, you guys are real Y-Wing pilots.
Well, I mean, he at least, like, he was being, like, the typical cocky kid, which reminds me a lot of Anakin Skywalker, but at least he was, like, you know, but then he had this nice little cute moment where he's like, Hera taught me everything I know. I'm like, aw, okay, yeah. Okay, just saved it for me.
Yeah. And to be fair, he has flown them before, the Y-Wings, so he did know how.
Yeah.
I like before he went, she was like, had the mom moment. She's like, just remember what I taught you. Be careful, my son.
Well, she was also like, they're looking at him like, I don't know, he's a kid. She's like, he can do it. Let him do it. I also like how the girl was just like, the obnoxious girl was immediately knocked out, like, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how they decided to go with that. But that was funny.
Yeah.
She came around though, but
yeah, I mean,
it was pretty funny.
She made some good points though.
Totally. No. I was like, no, I felt kind of bad. I was like, oh, she's kind of got a point, but she's also being obnoxious about it. So the fact, like, I was like, well, that, you know, I could have seen that coming.
And then Chopper says something to her, and she's like, is your droid insulting us?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
He's insulting you in binary, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they're in the beginning when they're waiting for the ship to come for them to refuel them. It seemed like both Ezra and Zeb like still don't understand why like all these secrets are necessary. So they're all like, why didn't they tell us every last detail of this mission?
I know that made me kind of annoyed because they're like, again, they're playing hard and fast. I'm like, guys, this is like pretty serious, and you guys were chosen for this.
Yeah.
And I was annoyed because then, when they finally get on the ship, they're like, why don't you tell us everything? It's like, well, they can't. Yeah. And like, once you understand, like, who's there, like, we know, again, because, you know, we saw the previews, we kind of know going into it why it's so important. But, like, Hera had a good, dignified, diplomatic answer to it, which was why I was, like, looking at Zeb and Ezra, like, come on, guys, you gotta grow up.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Because she was like, you guys didn't give us a lot to go on, so yes, we ran into issues, so she was nice about it, but I agree, I was like, come on, guys, you gotta zip it. Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
But Hera understands both sides of it. She knows the trade-off for the secrecy is that the other end of your party might get a mixed signal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she wasn't, and she didn't play any emotion to it. She was just like, those are the facts. You didn't give us everything, and we had to deal with what was put in front of us.
Yep. To avoid a bigger problem, which I was like,
which was the freaking probe droid. Yo, those things are scary.
They are, and like, and I love how, because I was just saying about Chopper speaking binary, like, I think Ezra said it's speaking Imperial. I was like, is that like some kind of awful Imperial binary? Because it's scary, it's like, I'm like, it sounds like a demon droid, it's terrifying.
That's the same droid that Thrawn sent out looking for the Chopper base, so.
Well, that was the exact same one? No,
same model.
One. It looks completely innocuous, and then it transforms into, like, that assassin droid. You're like, holy crap! It's scary.
I thought you meant the exact same one, because that one blew up.
No, I just meant the same model.
Yeah.
Model. Not the same one.
Sorry, I should have been more
wait,
specific.
that one exploded!
I was gonna say, Revenge of the Droids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is funny, Zeb runs into it again.
I know.
Didn't say anything. That was good.
A lot in life, you know.
Yeah. So they, when, you know, the transport is inevitably destroyed because the ghost has to be the one to do all the awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, to be fair, they did get ambushed by, you know, two pretty decent Imperial ships.
But that's the joke me and my dad had when we watched Star Trek. It's like, every time it's the Enterprise is the only one within jump distance to any crisis. Huh. It's always the Enterprise.
Imagine that.
Here I come. I got it.
Oh, there's the plot.
Okay. Wait, there goes your plot point. Okay, cool.
But the cargo is Mon Mothma, and I loved seeing her transmissions. Like, basically, her first,
yeah. Well, damn, girls, like, yeah. Well, okay. I was like, I really liked that, too, and I was, just from that kind of setting it up, because it gives you that nice little kind of thesis statement for the episode, but also I liked it just for, she stands up to the Emperor and says very, very plainly, you know, so then she's obviously now an enemy to the Empire, which I thought was cool. You see how she kind of becomes that driving force behind the Rebel Alliance, but this episode was like how that all came to be. You're like, oh snap, we're gonna see all this? That's not what I expected from this episode, so I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, she got her hands dirty a little bit. That was cool. You know?
Yeah.
She's like, you know, tell me how I can help out. And, you know, she, popped the airlock with Chopper and everything like that. So that was cool.
I thought
to see that side of her, too.
She was like, you go do what you gotta do. I can at least do this. And let's get the hell out of here. I was like, cool, I like you already.
Yeah.
I mean, I really did. If you, again, I know I'm like now I'm bringing up a side note, but I can't help it. If you've read like some of the Star Wars canon, you read Star Wars Lost Stars, it's really, there's a little piece of her in there too, and she's awesome. So I'm like, yes, I love any reference of her. They really always kind of tie it together nicely with her character.
Mm-hmm. And her and Hera working together was like, I think, my favorite part. Because they're both so level-headed really cool. And very smart, and they do what's got to get done.
Yeah, Hera's like, okay, we got to do this, and she just like, okay, I got to just. And at that point, she had no idea where Ezra was. He's off on the side, like coming through the nebula, and like they're like not sure. And she's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm trying to buy you time, so just, I'll pretend to do my thing, you do yours. And I really liked that, because I was like, yes, we got two ladies who know what the hell they're doing, which, you know that going in, but then watching it happen is really satisfying.
Yeah, she's like, I'll take all the time I can get, thank you.
She's like, Chopper, do this! So, it was good.
Man, the Nebula fight was awesome.
It was.
With the TIE Defenders are chasing them. They just like...
Well, singular. There was one TIE Defender.
But that was enough.
Two
interceptors. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the interceptors were the ones who went down first.
That blew up in flames, yes.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any shielding.
No,
so.
Yeah, that's true.
They're paper tigers.
I liked that at least Ezra knew right off the bat. They're like, listen, kids, that ain't just any TIE fighter. This is something different. I'm like, oh no, it's Ron's little science project. Watch out.
And that's a prototype. That's the thing. That's not even the real TIE Defender.
And that thing didn't even get burned up in the heat of the nebula either. I was like, oh.
It's got very strong shielding.
Yeah, I mean, even the Ghost took some paint peeling.
Yep.
Ghost took a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair amount. But I love going in. They're like, just don't use your proton torpedoes. Don't do it.
Because you'll kill us all, kid.
Yeah. But I did like how that wound up being the thing that they used in the end. Like, all of a sudden, it, like, clicked for her. Yeah. She's like, no, wait, let's do this.
Shoot it!
So, yeah. Shoot her! But that worked out super well, because it, like, literally explodes, and it was like...
Yeah.
I was like, oh, damn, you just incinerated those 2 Star Destroyers. Nicely done.
Yeah, it badly damaged those 2. They couldn't follow them at all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which was pretty crazy. Was Thrawn on one of those Star Destroyers?
No,
Governor
it was Governor Price.
Oh, that's
She was like, give me the honor of taking care of her, i.e. like kill. I was like, damn, you gotta kill her, you cold. But then Thrawn makes it clear, like, no, she's more valuable to us alive. I was like, well, friggin' duh. I couldn't believe let's just kill her. I was like, dang.
Oh yeah, no, Price.
Yeah,
Price likes killing things.
She's a fanatic. She's like, let's get this done. Thrawn's like, no, she'd be, helpful to us. So yeah, she is. She knows a lot, so we don't want to kill her.
Yeah. Would you like me to kill things for you?
Yeah, I know. I was like, she's like, please let me have the honor of being the one on the other side to catch them when they come through the nebula. I was like, oh damn. I was like, But I wasn't too worried because I'm like, unless Thrawn was there himself, I'm like, yeah, it might be difficult, but they'll be okay. But if he had been there, I'd been like, they're screwed. They're not getting out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just really like that this is like, you could, because most things in Star Wars, it's all about X-Wings, you know? Like, now we get to see the Y-Wings do everything that Y-Wings are good at, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They used all the weapons that they've ever used. You know, they bombed that Artican's, like, light cruiser. They shot the torpedoes. They used their ion cannons. And, like, it was like, yeah. Y-Wings are cool.
I really like the ion cannons. That was really cool.
Well, it's funny because it's even more specific because these are the BTLA-4 Y-Wings. They don't have a gunner in the turret because that's technically an ion cannon turret. It's not just a cannon. It's supposed to be a turret, but they don't have a second gunner inside, so they just lock it forward. So the pilot can just fire it on his own.
Mm-hmm.
So there's your little factoid, because the BTL S3 is the one with the gunner seat, and they control the ion cannon separately. So fun fact about the Y-Wings. Now you know what model it is.
I love how much ship knowledge you have.
I was going to ask you.
I know my boats.
I was like, John must be geeking out watching this because it's like all about the ships and like knowing the specifics of it, which I was like, oh, this is cool, but I don't know anything about it. The only thing I know about an ion cannon is firing people, giving them a path when they're trying to escape from Hoth. That's all I know about an ion cannon.
It's like an EMP. It's like a centralized EMP. Think of it that way.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's.
You know what I mean? Like it's a focused, and it's usually short term.
Okay.
It doesn't last super long. But like if you,
I didn't know you could put it on a ship though. I had no idea.
Yes.
The way they used it there.
They used it. I mean, well, fuck it. I don't care. They did it. They shot ion torpedoes in Rogue One at the Star Destroyer, and they disabled the crap out of it. So, I mean, granted, torpedoes are a lot stronger than a ion blast, but either way, you know, it's basically a localized EMP, and they will shut down shield. I mean, they'll basically remove all power from a ship, and it's just drifting in space for a short time. So it's a very effective weapon if used well. It's just that in every other version of Star Wars, they've never really made it clear like how powerful the Y-Wings were, and now we're finally getting to see that, and it was really exciting for me. And like, because Y-Wings are really old, you know? They've been around forever, since the Clone Wars. And they're still that good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, they're, you know, they've been trying to phase them out for years, but they can't. They're just too useful.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's very cool. I was very happy to see it.
Yeah, and especially for the Rebellion, who needs all the ships that they can get. Old ships that the Empire wants to phase out are perfect for them.
They don't have any other small bombing vessels at this point.
No, and the fact that those ships have the capacity to do that, which is different, you know, because the X-Wings are just more, they're speedier and they're more like fighters. These have a little bit more dynamic things to them, which I think is cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's, you know, you have torpedoes, you have ion cannons, laser cannons, seismic charges, or whatever bombs you want. Like, it can do anything you need it to do. So, I mean, and like I said, we saw in Rogue One, they actually used ion torpedoes, like, and you don't see those anywhere ever. It's always proton torpedoes. Like, no, we were really specific about this one, guys. We wanted to take down capital ships, so they kitted out Y-Wings to take out a capital ship. So, like, you know, you can do that with a Y-Wing. That's why they're so good, because they can be anything you need them to be.
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Mm-hmm. And I loved how the two Y-Wings at the end docked with the Ghost. They like went choo to the side.
That was cute.
I thought that was
cute.
Really cute.
Okay, we're ready to go.
My one thought was like that poor astromech and the Y-Wing that Ezra got in.
Oh.
He's probably just like, wait, who are you?
Yeah.
I don't know you. Get out of my ship. What'd you do to my ship, person?
Yeah. Yeah. I liked all the ship action we got this episode.
Yeah, it was good.
Crazy.
And Hera really got to shine, and I love when that happens.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, those are few and far between. Especially like Hera and Ezra. We don't get them together a lot, so that's really nice.
True. That's true. Well, and that's what was kind of the nice little flipped dynamic of like with the Darksaber and like Sabine having to be trained. We don't get a lot of Kanan and Sabine moments either, and those were some really good moments. So this was a nice little parallel to that. I think we get more of Hera and Ezra than we do Sabine and Kanan, but this is always nice when it's like, because I feel like even though he learns a lot from Kanan, I feel like he does almost as much growing, if not more, from Hera, because she's like, no, she's like teaching him how to be a good human being. The same time, just teaching him like how, like, no, you have to do this, this, and this, and he has the utmost faith in her, so he'll listen to her. Mm-hmm. You know, with Kanan, not that he wouldn't listen to him, but you know, because when you're learning things like you're more likely to question your learning because it's like this, you know, didactic, like this school of learning that you're buying into, and there's certain things, there's rules about it. For her, it's more or less like, this is what you should know about, you know, talking to people, being a soldier, being a part of the rebellion. This is what you should know. And so he can, you know, as far as like taking orders, that's something that like she can do well, and he can do well from her. So
right, absolutely.
Yes, he should probably take more of the be diplomatic lessons from her.
But he's still what, 16, 17? Yeah. Like, you know, I get it.
Yeah. So Mon Mothma gives her speech at the end to the broadcast to all the rebel cells. And then we just get all these ships that jump in, and like...
I was like, oh, this is so cool!
And I'm looking at them like, I bet like most of these are the ships in Rogue One. Like, that's just... These have to be...
I know, I thought that too.
Yeah.
When they were like, because I was like, wow, this is really like the formation of the Rebel Alliance. Because she's kind of saying, listen, we're everywhere and we're scattered, but that's just the point. We're scattered. We got to come together. We got to come forward. We got to make a stand here. Or at least, even if we don't make a stand right now against the Empire, we have to come together within ourselves. And so that was huge. And then they're talking about getting her to, you know, kind of the rendezvous point on Dantooine. I was like, Dantooine!
Yes!
That was their hideout before Yavin, which, you know, Leia falsely gives up to them and all that stuff. In A New Hope, you're going, oh shoot, it's happening. So that was pretty cool too. I was like, oh. So
yeah.
And I'm just sitting there naming all the ships warping, and I was like, I know that one and that one and that one.
I was just like, I recognize that one. I recognize that.
You know what's really funny?
I was like, how much of this? Yeah, and
there was a Mon Calamari vessel.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yes, exactly. I was like, I'm sure these ships are in Rogue One. Oh, and then what was his name in Rogue One? I loved him. Oh,
yeah. The Mon Calamari captain, you mean?
Yes, Admiral something. Oh God, Battis, Admiral
Battis. Yes,
I love him. He
was
dude.
Cool.
Yeah.
His ship wasn't there though. I think that was actually Home One that warped in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or an equivalent, an MC-80, if you want to be technical or whatever. It's But I don't know if you guys watched Rebels Recon, but they basically said you can assume most of those ships were there in Rogue One.
Yeah.
And the ones that weren't there were probably not combat retrofitted at the time, because when in Rogue One, that was like the Rebels throwing every single battle-ready ship they had. in the Battle of Scarif.
Can you shoot shit? Go.
You're going, yeah.
You're going.
So that was basically, he's like, you can assume everything that they had was there.
Duct tape a gun on that one and send it out.
Let's go.
That's it.
Let's get this party started.
Stick a Wookiee on a roof in a spacesuit and just have him go at it.
Do it.
I want to see that now.
On the top, on the back, just go. You're fine. You'll be fine. Get out.
I somehow just am kind of imagining a Wookiee like leaning out the window of a ship.
Oh my gosh. I want to see, I really want to see them be warriors again. That was the one thing I really didn't like the way they did it in the Revenge of the Sith, but I liked it at the same time. They could have done it better. Oh my god, they're so cool. Sorry, side note. Love to see that.
Yeah. More Wookiee action.
Yes.
So next episode is called Double Agent Droid. Chopper and AP5 team up to infiltrate an Imperial station to steal needed codes, but an Imperial specialist turns the droids against the crew to cause chaos.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah. It's no good.
Chopper's gonna be actual evil instead of just asshole evil.
Well.
That should be easy for him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Halfway there.
So, side note, as of March 3rd, they did renew Rebels for Season 4.
I saw that. Yeah. Season 4. Which is interesting because I'm like, I really feel like, I know we've brought it up previously, but I feel like maybe they can get one more year after 4, because at that point we're literally at the start of we're at the events definitely of Rogue One. I feel like we're gonna headline right into that at some point.
6
and then also
seasons
just
in a movie.
The first because they say it's 5 years prior to the events of A New Hope, so yeah, so it's got to come to a close eventually, or some things are gonna have to be happening. Yeah, so
I have a feeling they know where they're going.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. I definitely think they made, they probably made some decisions, or are still going to go back and figure a few things out before Dave Filoni left, or if he needs to come back and, figure some things out with them. Because, they need to have an end game in mind. They plan very well. They're Lucasfilm. And then also, just on top of all that, I keep saying, I don't think Ahsoka's really gone, so we need to be seeing her at some point, too.
Yes. Where is my Ahsoka? I feel like we need her back this season.
I don't know. We won't see her this season, but we will see. We will see her again. So,
Fiddlesticks.
But the end of this season is going to be all about Obi-Wan and Maul. And that I don't know if they're going to close up that too. You know what happens with Obi-Wan? He's okay. So
yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, blah blah. Getting away from myself.
What's gonna we had at the end of last season, Ahsoka coming face to face with Darth Vader. I think it would be fantastic if she came face to face with Obi-Wan too.
Yes. Yes. Just to let him
past.
I know.
Break my heart some more, why don't you?
Yeah, just rip it out and stomp on it with your football cleats. I dare ya. Guys. But yeah, I mean, she can't get an off-screen death. That's all I'll say. I mean, if I won't say that she wouldn't be killed off, but she's not gonna get an off-screen death. She deserves way more than that. So. And
I mean, you can argue that we saw her walk away at the end of last season. So.
I totally think that was her walking away personally. So yeah. Anyway.
That's all for this episode. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me at No More on Twitter.
Sam, where can they find you?
You can find me at Leia on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as well.
And you can find me at Cleomoto crying over costumes. And you can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, video games, movies, etc. Good night. I should have had the music playing this whole time.
We're going to be canon and Hera. It's worth it.
We are going to be canon and Hera.
It's worth it.